At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/Jack Welch MBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
It's about to go down. The game we've been waiting for since the schedule was released. Number 6, Oregon at number 3, Penn State, is happening in just a few days. We are going to analyze this thing frontwards and backwards, sideways, all over the place. I got my main man, George Wrighster from the Unafraid Show here. I am Aaron Fentress of the Oregonian and OregonLive. Welcome to the Ducks Confidential podcast. George, we've been waiting for this, man. We've been waiting. It's here. The other day we had to talk about Oregon State game, just get that out of the way. Now it's time. How pumped are you, man? Like, are you jacked for this?
I'm excited.
Come on. Don't put me down.
I am excited. I'm ready for the team to go to Happy Valley, be a part of the Whiteout. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, wow, Penn State makes their biggest game of the year the Whiteout. Whenever they're playing like an A-side team, that's who they make the Whiteout. So Oregon is the A-side team, and who's coming in their house, and that's the reason why it's the Whiteout. So it just speaks to a level of where the program is now, and I appreciate that.
All right. With that, today's episode of the Ducks Confidential podcast is brought to you by Travel Lane County, an organization that promotes travel and tourism in the Eugene, Cascades, and Coast region. Ducks fans can find out more at www.eugenecascadescoast.org. All right, man. First, okay, you just talked about the Whiteout stuff. I get it. I mean, it's a big deal, blah, blah, blah. But how big is this game from just a sheer national perspective, right? Is this the end all of the
Whiteout. It's a big deal.
I mean, that's the Whiteout's like
okay, from a national perspective, right?
Yeah, because there's
from
a lot
a
of big games
national perspective, this is big because the winner of this game is all but assured a college football playoff spot. Like, aside from you tanking the rest of the season, you are the winner of this game is going to get a college football playoff spot. Can you agree with that? Because if you win this game, you're not going to lose 3 games. So
10-2. You're saying 10. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. That if you win this game, that means that you are a very upper echelon team, and you're not going to like the rest of your season is not going to collapse, barring some internal catastrophe.
Right.
So you're going to be a college football playoff team. You are going to be you're going to go to even more so being a hunted type of team. And yeah, there's a lot on the line. But at the same time, as you have pointed out, and which is kind of cool too, is that a loss doesn't put this at the end of the world either. Unless you get if you get humbled in this game, whether you're Penn State or Oregon, if you get thumped, then it's one of them like, oh, wow, like you got to lick your wounds and put it back together. But at the same time, losses are not the worst thing in the whole world. Look at Ohio State last year. Right. The best thing that happened to them was losing to Michigan. That was the best thing that happened to them that whole entire season. It refocused everybody. It humbled them. It was a wake-up call, and they had to be focused for the entire playoff stretch to be able to win it.
Absolutely. I'm looking at Penn State's schedule. pretty. I mean, they go to Iowa, they go to Ohio State, they got Indiana. Other than that, I mean, I agree with you. If they get by this game, I can't see them losing more than twice. So yeah, they would be in. And Oregon has a little bit tougher schedule, maybe, but again, if they can go beat Penn State at Penn State, I just
you should be able to beat USC at home. You should be able to, like
in theory. But Ohio State did lose to Michigan, and they're clearly better. So anything can happen. But I'm with you. Like I would agree that whoever wins this game is more than likely going to be a loss.
Yeah,
so I'm with you.
To me, there are 2 scary games left on the schedule after this.
Just 2?
That is, just 2. Like that are like, ooh. What 2 do you think they are?
Indiana and at Iowa.
No.
You don't care about the. Go ahead.
Indiana and at Washington.
Okay. See, all right.
Because I think after Indiana, Washington's the best remaining team on that schedule.
You don't like Iowa, do you?
No. I think that Iowa is offensively inept. They are, like if you can score points on Iowa, you're going to beat them because they can't score enough points to beat anybody.
They dropped 38 on Rutgers, man. 47 on UMass.
Oh, UMass. that was a doozy. They threw for like 68 yards that game, and they got a bunch of turnovers and all that. UMass. Talking about UMass.
Was that Marcus Camby's UMass? Did he play there?
Exactly. Was Marcus Camby playing is the question.
All right, weekly news in the review. Let's not a ton of news, but have you heard anything on Noah Whittington? It sounds like he's Lanning said that he's definitely making a trip and that they should have them, is what he said. So it sounds like he's doing that.
I mean, his body will be there. Another question is, will he be on the field? He hasn't played in a couple weeks. Do you think that they're going to trot him out there as a starter after missing a couple weeks?
I'm not saying he's going to start, but it sounds like he could be back and playing.
He could be back playing. He could be. Now, if he's healthy enough to play, I do believe that he will play. Because would you rather put a seasoned veteran out there for some crunch time blocking, especially because he's really good in pass protection, or would you rather throw De'Aaron Hill out there as a true freshman? Probably not.
All right, we're gonna do these 3 words for our game previews as well. I know I didn't prep you for that, so you can think about it. I'll go first. You're quick. You're a quick mind working for you here. All right, mine is straight up, dude. Stop the run. If they don't stop the run, this game it's going to be a 2-touchdown win for Penn State. I think if they can control the ball, control the clock, move the ball at will, change field position even when they don't score, put a lot of pressure on, not only take pressure off of Drew Aller, but put a lot of pressure on Dante Moore, I think this game is going to be, it's going to tilt Penn State's way relatively early, and they'll just take the lead and maintain it the rest of the day.
Me, protect the football.
Okay.
Keep protecting the football. If you don't turn the football over in this game and you get some turnovers, then you're going to win this football game. This is, yeah. I mean, I do believe that your point about stop the run is very important, but they rushed for well over 250 last time and they lost. So if you can make Drew Aller have to throw the football, you're going to win this football game because he's not good enough to beat you with his arm.
Right. So if you to do that, you have to slow down the run, which I just don't.
Yeah. See, the thing is that you don't have to stop the run. You have to create, like you have to be timely with it because Penn State is going to be able to run the ball on some level. So even if you're playing great defense, they're going to have some success on some level running the football. So you need to be timely where, they might run first down, like, first down, second down, third down, first down, like get 2 or 3 first downs in a row, maybe even 4. And then all of a sudden you get a stop on first down and then it's, or a tackle for loss, and then it's 2nd and 12, and then you're in 3rd and 9, and then you're getting off the field. So you don't have to just continuously stuff the run. You just have to force punts on drives.
Right.
Force punts and force field goals. That's what you have to do. Like it does. Like people mistake stopping the run with like stuffing it where they can't run. No, you just need to be opportunistic to where you are getting them in 3rd and longs at some point in time on drives and then getting off the field. That's where that's what stopping them from running the football actually looks like.
Right. Stopping them from allowing the run game to dominate, sort of like
yes, correct.
Last year. So, but give me a reason why I should believe that Penn State, which returns Katron Allen and Singleton, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, Nicholas Singleton. The team rushed for 292 against Oregon in the Big Ten title game, right?
Yep.
That defense, 8 starters are gone. You're replacing them mostly with guys who were on the bench that day, whereas the backs are back for Penn State and for the 5 starting linemen, plus another guy who has some experience. Why am I supposed to believe that group, that lineman group and those backs, are not going to have as much success because essentially most of the players who were backups in that Big Ten title game? Sell me on why I shouldn't believe that Penn State's not going to rush for 250 plus.
Okay, I have a question. Who do you believe is better this year, Ohio State or Penn State?
I can't even. I don't.
If you just had, I'm not putting your like your feet to the fire. Just rough off the top of your head. If they were playing this weekend, who would you pick to win?
Probably Ohio State.
Okay, so Ohio State is in the exact same position as Oregon is in terms of returning starters. And they are actually returning one more starter on their entire team than Oregon is this season. And one of the things that you have to point to is that starters are, and we talked about this in the beginning of the season, starters versus experience is totally different, right? So you have Thieneman, who is a starter, right? He's an All-American level player. So you kind of count him like he should count as a returning starter. You see what I'm saying?
True. That's it though. That's it. And he's in the back end of defense. He's not gonna,
I'm saying.
I mean, he'll come down probably in the box sometimes, but still, he's one guy.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But then you have Mateo Uiagalelei. You have
who was on the field last year?
Yeah, Tuioti.
Right.
And then you have Amari Washington on the inside. He was not a starter, but he played significant time last year. And so did the linebacker Devon. What's his name escaping me right now?
Jackson.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So he played significant time last year too. So you're not
while giving up all those yards.
Yeah. So but you're looking at he's a younger guy. All of this. The thing that Penn State did last year in the game that created a lot of success, I don't believe that they will be able to have the same success with the same system this year. Because Penn State, what they did last year, because Oregon, and this changed Oregon's whole offseason, the way that they handled their defense this year, is that you saw in the Penn State game in the Big Ten Championship, Penn State would run a play and then immediately, like we're talking about like Chip Kelly blur days, like line up on the line and have another play already called out of the huddle and automatic and go straight to that. Well, Oregon was sitting there signaling, trying to get into blitzes, trying to get lined up and everything else. Well, they have adjusted to that. They're going to have automatic checks. They are going to be prepared for Penn State to try to do that same thing again, because Penn State got 2 touchdowns and multiple explosives in the Big Ten Championship just because Oregon could not get lined up fast enough and get their coverages with that. So that's going to be a test, because Penn State is going to do that again. and because they had success with it. But if the Ducks are in a position where they can neutralize that and they have specific sets and coverages that are already automatics and checks based upon what Penn State is, hurrying up, they're going to be in a much better position because that seam route up the middle for a touchdown to the running back, it was either Allen, I think it was Allen who caught the touchdown pass. That was just from not being able to get lined up fast enough. And I believe that is something that will change in this game because if Oregon has not adjusted to that, that is a major issue. And Dan's a good enough defensive guy to where he won't let that happen again.
I give you credit. That's a good response. I'm not buying, but we'll see. But that was a great response, though. I give you credit. Good work. You came prepared. So, okay, but here's another aspect to this. So I believe they're going to run the ball well. That's going to help Drew Aller, which we both agree that guy can be super inconsistent. But at the same time, he's got some solid receivers, right?
Yeah.
And Oregon's got 2 freshman corners.
Yeah.
A true freshman and a redshirt freshman. So if the run game gets rolling, I see Aller taking advantage of those 2. Not that they're not any good, but it's almost like, remember when Efo and Troy Hill were freshmen? Now, it was Russell Wilson, of course. But Russell Wilson, he lit them up a little bit in the Rose Bowl because they were young. And then they became, NFL caliber players. So I just wonder if this is going to be a great learning experience for those 2 kids because they've never been experienced anything close to this.
Yeah, they haven't, but at the
We're
same...
talking about, Ife Obadegwu.
Yeah.
And Brandon Finney Jr. I've been working on that name. So.
Here's the retort to this, is that Oregon has more experienced players on the bench. And there's a reason why there are 2 freshmen starting. They're that good. And I believe that one of them, particularly Finney, that this feels like a oh my gosh, the kid that was at LSU that's at the Texans right now, Stingley. That from all reports that we're dealing with a Stingley and a Gonzalez, and that these are like young studs, and that's why they're starting. Like, they're not starting out of, like, it's different when you have freshmen starting out of necessity. Right. Versus when they're just better. Yeah. And obviously the environment could play a factor in things, but I'll ask you this, Aaron, because you are consistent that you believe that Penn State will be able to run the football at a very high level, right? So what is the path in your mind to Penn State winning a football game, this football game, if they don't run the football at a high level?
If Penn State doesn't run the football well?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Okay.
Like, unless so you think more
the path
struggles.
to them winning is one that there's really only one path to winning, and that's running the football at a very high level.
It's the main path. Well, they need to run the football well to help Aller. And they get that balance going. I think Oregon's in trouble. If they stuff the run and make it difficult, I think you and I agree. Aller probably not going to beat you by himself, right? Unless Oregon's offense falls apart. Like, Aller might win, or Penn State might win 23-20 because the offense for Oregon doesn't do well. But we agree that.
I think Oregon has more paths to winning the game than Penn State has to winning the game, because I do believe that there's a world where Dante Moore has a really good game, because the kid's so talented that and if he's ready like some people think he is, and he goes in there and and lights it up, like, there's a path there. There's a path where Oregon runs the ball well and stuffs the run and gets turnovers. Like, there's a path there. There's a special teams path. Like, there's a path. There's multiple paths to winning. But I do believe that you're right in that the path to Penn State winning, it is running the football. It is either running the football at a very high level or getting getting some turnovers, and that those are the two paths. But getting turnovers is pretty much the path to everybody winning. So it doesn't feel like it's unique to them.
Okay, so let's get to Oregon's offense. So I see them being okay. I don't think they're going to have a great day. I think this is going to be the game where you walk out of it and they're going to be saying, we made this mistake, we made that mistake, we're going to learn from this, we're going to learn from that. And it's going to be something that could catapult them to being better down the road. But nothing's impossible. But I just don't buy them walking into this situation and with all this newness and all these people who've never, done anything at this high of a level, had any real success, except for maybe a handful of guys. Just magically, it's just going to happen against a more experienced team that's more battle tested. Mathematically, the math says it's not going to happen. How much do you put
in the James Franklin booty hole?
Can we rephrase that? Rephrase that? You mean getting tight?
Yes. And it getting real, and the sphincter getting real tight, buddy, because that has happened a lot in big games. I mean, his track record against top 10 teams is atrocious.
Okay, now Oregon fans don't hate, but Dan Lanning, Pac-12 title game, 10-point favorite against Washington, lost. Last year playoff game, blown out by Ohio State. So, there's a track record there of losing some big games. So, it goes back to ways. Franklin's just been doing it longer.
But you also won some big games, too.
Franklin's never won any big games?
Huh?
He won 2 playoff games last year, right? But you're going to downplay them because it was SMU and Boise. You see your face.
I mean,
you're like, no.
I mean, they do count. You can't discount them, but it's not like all right.
Like
if Oregon won 2 playoff games, right, and they were against SMU and Boise State, and then they played against a big name
Notre Dame and lost, I'd be hating.
Yes, wouldn't you?
I knew you'd be getting to that.
I'm just saying, would that not be your argument?
If I needed to go to it, I probably would. So
that's exactly that's the point.
You know me too well. Damn it.
Yes, is that of course Penn State fans are going to be, but even their fans are like, though they count, but like it's like a half. It's not like a full count.
Okay, fair enough. Your face on that was precious. I saw you just like, no, I'm not letting them get away with this.
Yeah.
All right. I made this point on Talking Duck. So Marcus Mariota first year came out like gangbusters. He had a game at USC where he lit it up along with Kenyon Barner, 4 touchdown passes. Then the next week, 6 touchdown passes against Cal. I think they were 9-0. And then, bam, Stanford smacked him in the mouth, won 17-14 at Autzen. Marcus was not very good that day. Stanford the defense was amazing, and he had to learn from that. And so, to me, this is going to be that moment for Dante. Not that he can't be great, but that he's got to go through something. He went through some stuff. I know, but this year, this is different.
Is it possible? I mean, is there a world where, because I believe, right, and life has taught me that people have to go through adversity, whether it's on the front end, the middle, the back end, and sometimes that's not your only adversity, right? Is it possible that going to UCLA, starting as a true freshman when he wasn't ready, his mom getting cancer, that getting a cancer diagnosis the same year, that all of these things, and then playing poorly, getting embarrassed, all of those things, could that have been his adversity already?
Yes, absolutely. No, that's huge. That's huge for him. But you still have to. There's still levels to this, right? This is Penn State, right?
And could the adversity be a bad first half, and then you find a way to come out and win the second half? That's the point. Is that is that you can be right about this and still be wrong about it at the same time. Is that yes, there may be some adversity. I mean, there's going to be adversity in this game, likely, right? Unless it's a 63-10 like Illinois and Indiana. You're going to run up into some adversity, even if you go undefeated. Think about the Georgia when they won the national championship. The last time they damn near lost to Kentucky that season.
That's right. When Oregon almost lost to Wisconsin last year.
Yes. Like you're going to run up against it at some point in time. It could be the Penn State game. It could be the Iowa game. It could be Indiana. It could be, USC. It could be Washington. There is some point that your back is going to be up against the wall. And what are you going to do? So it could be this game, it could be another game, but there are going to be not just 1 point, but probably multiple points. If you have a team that's going to the playoffs, and if you win a national championship, you're going to run up against some of those moments. I mean, Ohio State ran up against it at Oregon, then Michigan, and then in the national title game on that last drive. Like, they ran up against it multiple times, and they had to just, I mean, they didn't find a way twice, but when it mattered the most, they found a way. So yes, there's going to be adversity. It's just a matter of, can you overcome that adversity at the proper times?
Okay. We will see what young Dante.
Because here's the thing. I don't need, we don't need Oregon to be playing their best football right now.
No.
Just walk out of there with a win, even if it's ugly. It can be 9-6 for all I care. It could be 6-3. It could be one of them Alabama LSU games. I don't give a damn. Walk out of there with the win, and then be like, "Oh, we got work to do." That's ideal. Because if you go in there and you tear the cover off of them, Lord have mercy. You will have Oregon ranked as the number 1 team in the country next week if you go tear a hole in Penn State this week.
And if Moore has a great day, he'll be the Heisman favorite. Yep.
Yeah, especially because John Mateer's Heisman candidacy is over now. No, it is. He's out. He's having surgery now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's done.
All right. Okay, another thing. Oregon's running game, it worries me just a little. I don't think it's remotely going to be special this year. I think it's going to be solid, good, okay. But I worry that if they're not able to answer the call and run the ball, maybe not to the level of Penn State, but at least be effective, that's going to place even more pressure on Dante Moore that he's not going to be able to respond to in this environment. But do you feel that Oregon can get the running game going? Because last year, that was huge for them last year. They rushed for close to 200 yards last year against Penn State.
No, Jordan James had 20 for 90. 20 for 87, 2 touchdowns, longer 12, 4.4 average. Noah Whittington had 15 for 82. Longer 26, 5.5 average, and then Dylan Gabriel had another 6 for 17. So, yeah, if they can run the ball with at least the adequacy as they did last year, they'll be fine.
But can they? Will they? Will you pause? You don't know. You're not sure.
Let's hope.
See, gotcha. I got you one time.
No, dude,
I got you one time.
I am. That is the one thing that I have expressed. The one thing I've expressed concern about this year so far has been the run game a little bit. Right. I haven't had trouble with the pass game at all. I think they've only given up 1 sack and very few pressures this whole entire season. So I'm not necessarily concerned about the pass game because when you came into the season, Evan Stewart was out. You don't know what you're getting out of DeCorian Moore because he's a true freshman. You got Gary Bryant Jr., Malik Benson from Florida State. You're not sure what you're getting out of this wide receiver core. That was looked at the weak spot. They look pretty good so far. But now the biggest question is the running game and the running backs. Like I do. You would like ideally to have some idea, like, can somebody take the requisite amount of carries that you had last year when you had to have, I just said the numbers and then I forgot them. 20 carries for Jordan James, Noah Whittington 15. The most carries anybody has had this whole entire year is Jaden Lamar last week with 12.
Right. So,
yeah, I'm nervous. I'm scared.
Oh, there we go. I got you. All right.
No. I'm not actually scared. I'm more like, there's when you're, dude, I get nervous like on some level every single week. Like I get little butterflies in my stomach every single week. It's not like I go in there like, we're just gonna roll them. I get a little every week, even against Oklahoma State. But then once the game kicks off, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win. But that doesn't mean like, because it's sports. You always account for the angels in the outfield. You have to always account for the angels in the outfield because it can happen.
Okay, have you seen the mummy shoes?
Huh?
Have you seen the mummy shoes?
I saw the mummy shoes 6 months ago.
Oh, did you? Okay. So
and the uniforms are going to be electric.
Electric. Well, okay. They should.
They're going to be.
They have some glow in the dark elements as well, right?
Yeah.
But the question is, are they actually going to glow since they're stadium lights? Like, is there still going to be some kind of like? Is it going to look like it's glowing, but just really fluorescent?
When Penn State turns out the lights in their stadium, you will know Oregon is there. Let's just say that.
But that's it. Once the game starts, it's not going to truly be glow because the stadium lights are going to, right?
Correct. But they do turn out the lights during certain parts of it, and you will know that Oregon is there when the lights go out.
Yeah. So it's fun. I mean, I'm not going to knock it, but it's going to be interesting to see how it plays. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like when they did the color changing cleats,
right.
And like they've done so many different things. I mean, but this is Oregon. This is what you expect out of Oregon. Is that the change and the innovation and the newness and the uniforms and all, like that's Oregon's tradition. Like Penn State has their tradition. They got one helmet, one pair of pants, 2 jerseys. That's it. Black shoes. It's an equipment manager's dream.
I was gonna say their equipment manager be just chilling while Oregon's
running. He's like, oh my God, did we get the new shoes? Did the socks that match the shoes come in? And then where the hell do you store all the stuff? Dude, they have storages all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how much they pay in storage.
Definitely. All right, let's get to around the nation real quick, man. We got number 17 Bama at Georgia, number 5 Georgia, number 21 USC at number 23 Illinois, number 1 Ohio State at UW, which I think you said you thought UW might win, number 4 LSU at number 3 Ole Miss, number 11 Indiana at Iowa. What a schedule, man. I mean,
I very well hope that people didn't schedule weddings over the weekend because
Eric Scopel, who works for 24/7, his sister is getting married on Saturday. He's not going to be able to cover the Penn State game. He told me about this in the press box. He's like, he told his family, like, schedule the wedding for the bye week between Penn State and Indiana, and somehow they scheduled it for a Penn State week. So
bro, I would be missing the wedding.
Happy for his sister. No, it's his sister. You can't miss it.
Don't schedule fall weddings.
FaceTime in from the stadium. Hey, sis. Congratulations.
Do not expect me to be at a fall wedding. Do not. My wife just asked me if I was going somewhere with her on Saturday. I was like, absolutely not.
Were you rolling on the floor laughing?
Like, what? baby, I'm committed to this. I am an absentee father on Saturdays, And, barring an emergency, I will go to my kids' games, though, on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. If I'm in town, I will go to those. If I hadn't have been out of town the last couple weekends and missed my kids' games on Saturday, I would have skipped it to make sure that I watch the Penn State game. And the only reason why I can't go to the Penn State game is because my wife is going out of town the next morning for a few days. So that is the only reason why I cannot go.
Dang.
And I was still trying to find a way to go.
You can leave the kids alone. They'll be all right.
Huh?
You can leave the kids alone. They'll be all right.
Hey, man, FTK.
Who's your oldest? Who's your oldest still at home?
FTK.
Who's your oldest? What's your oldest still at home?
Well, the 25-year-old, we just bought her a house, so she's moving out.
You bought her a house. She can watch the kids on the weekend while you go to Penn State.
No, she's still moving, and she has to do some work stuff this weekend for us, and then so she's not really available. And then after that, it's 15, 14, but they have games this week. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work.
I'm sorry.
Hey, man,
right.
I would lay them kids here. FTK. Do you know what that means?
No. Say it again.
F them kids, man.
Oh, okay. You can't say that, George.
Yes, I say that to my wife sometimes when she'll be like, George, what about the kids? I'll be like, FTK.
They can feed themselves.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's move on to our final predictions. I gave this a threat level 5. Earlier in the week, you gave it a 4.5. You want to change that? You're
no.
Still a 4. So only 4. You guys can give this a 5? This is a 5 if there ever was a 5.
Nope.
All right. All right. What's your final prediction? Give me a number.
I got Indiana as like a 5 right now. I got UW as a 5 right now.
Wow. Okay. So what's your prediction? Give me your call.
I've gone back and forth on this. Mm-hmm. I do believe Oregon is going to be able to score in the Big Ten championship. What was the final score?
45-37 with Dylan Gabriel going for 280 and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
And a pick six.
Okay. So 45 points, right? So let's say that there's no pick 6. That puts you at 38. So we'll go, but Drew Aller might be good for a pick 6. But I'm going to go 38.
Drew doesn't throw a ton of picks, so that's not fair.
Yeah,
one season he
also doesn't have to throw the ball very much either.
Right.
I'm going to go 38.
Damn, 38.
24.
Penn State?
No. Good guys.
I'm just kidding. You're going. I want to make sure everyone knows this is my new mini helmet for Oregon, and I got my Penn State mini helmet in. So I'm becoming addicted to these, by the way. Yeah. All right, so 30.
So I'm gonna go 38-24, or because I do think that there's 2 game scripts that could play out. 38-24, or Oregon wins on a last-second field goal, like 23-20.
Wow. Okay. Fair.
Like a Atticus Sappington 57-yarder. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like like where like everybody is just like, oh my God. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Or like a 23-21 game.
Okay, you
winner
can't have
no. I was saying instead of 23-20, like I'm saying like 23-21, where like you were down, and then this 57-yarder is the only way that you could have possibly won. Like you're not going into overtime if you missed a field goal.
Okay. Any other scenarios?
Nah.
Nope. Good? Okay. All right.
Those are the 2.
All right. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna lay it out for you right now.
Okay.
Penn State's running the ball. Penn State's running the football. Mm-hmm. Drew Aller is not gonna light it up, but he's gonna be damn good, efficient, playing off of that running game.
Okay.
Oregon, and they're going to score. I had it at 30-20. I got Penn State right now at 33. I moved it up a field goal. Oregon is just not going to have it on this night. There's going to be a series of penalties, drop pass.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe even an untimely fumble. I think Moore is going to miss some targets. I think this is just going to be an overwhelming experience for this group, given the fact that most of the players in this group have never played in a game like this, especially one on the road in a hostile environment like this. Against a team that returns a lot of guys from a crew that, lost to Oregon last year. They got that experience, and then they played 3 playoff
So you
games,
mean like Illinois, who returned 16 starters, like kind of like that? Okay, go on. I'm just following your math. Okay, go on.
There's always a caveat. I get it. There's always something else. But it's just going to be one of those days where Oregon fans are going to leave that game disappointed because they've been watching the team just throttle people, right? Okay. And now you're going to see miscues and things like that. You're going to be disappointed, but it's going to be something that's going to make them better. But I got this 33-23 Penn State.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Book it.
I'm trying to Aaron, I closed my eyes. I tried to envision everything that you were saying. I gave my best effort. We don't want to hear that BS.
But you think it's possible?
No.
Come on.
No, I don't.
Everything I said is legit and sound.
I do not believe that 33 you're all the bad events possible happen to Oregon on the same day. No, I do believe that if Penn State wins this game, it will be a eke out victory. Like that. This ain't no 10-point win. This is a if they did win, it would be we're talking razor thin margin, and you're like, oh my God, we blew the damn game. That's how I think that I believe the gate to Penn State winning, as the old Sports Center Drew Brees commercial would say, the gate is narrow.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Good work, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there. I'm flying out Friday morning early. Got to take 2 flights to Harrisburg. Then
get there on Friday, on Saturday morning.
Yeah, exactly. then I got to drive an hour and 45 minutes to Happy Valley, I guess. I don't know. Yep. Anyway, all right. Today's episode of the Ducks Confidential Podcast was brought to you by Travel Lane County, an organization that promotes travel and tourism in the Eugene, Cascades, and Coast region. Ducks fans can learn more at www.eugenecascadescoast.org. All right, thanks for listening. I cannot wait to get back. Even if Oregon wins and you give me the business and Newman and Jordan give me the business on Talking Ducks, I can take it. And quite frankly, it'd be cool to watch these Ducks go in there and win that game and be 5-0. I'm not going to lie. So we'll see what happens.
Dude, did you order...
The new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon. The best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better. Especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.